Hi fellow bookworms, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, feel free to stay. I'm Luni and I make bookish content. In today's video, I will be reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. This is her newest release. She released it on April 2nd. I received it April 3rd. In this video, I will show you my opinions and my thoughts throughout reading the book. So if you already read the book, I think it's really fun to see how I thought about certain things, what my opinions were, if I was right or wrong. If you have not read the book, you can just read along with me, see my thoughts, see my opinions, and decide for yourself whether or not you want to read this book. There are no spoilers in the reading vlog itself, except for a little small section at the end, but I will put timestamps down below and in the video itself, and I will make sure that it's very, very clear when I'm going to give spoilers. So if you do not want spoilers, just skip that part. And without any further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a short synopsis before I'm actually gonna show you my reading process, just because I think it's easier to follow if you kind of know what is going on. I have the opinion that with thrillers and mystery, the less you know, the better, because then you can be more surprised and engrossed while you're reading the book. So in The Reappearance of Rachel Price, we follow Annabelle Price, Belle Price, and her mother disappeared 16 years ago. Her mother is Rachel Price, and now when she's 18, there are some people who want to make a true crime documentary about the case, and they're interviewing her entire family, what they think about it, what they think happened. And while they're filming this documentary, all of a sudden Rachel Price reappears. And as soon as she reappears, people want to know what happened, obviously. So we see throughout the book how she settles back into her old life, and we also slowly start to see what happened to her. And now you know the basis of the book. Let's start with the actual reading process. Okay, I'm on my way to the post office. It's raining, but not that heavy, so it's fine. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm home. I got the package and I'm gonna open it. I ordered the special edition of this book because it was on sale, so I got to choose between the regular version or the special edition version with the difference of €1. Come on, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm gonna buy the special edition. Okay. Oh my god, I just see the edges. Okay, look at the edges. It's like a movie. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm gonna see if you take off the dust jacket, this is what it looks like. It's like black and mysterious. It looks like a film roll. It's so exciting. Ooh, this looks so good. What if I just display it like this on my shelf? Let me look at this. I'm so excited for this book. Going to bed, I'm going to read a few chapters of The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I'm not gonna finish it. I'm probably not gonna get halfway as well, because I'm just really tired and I need to get up early in the morning to study. But I want to read some things, I'm gonna take some notes, and then I will update you guys in the morning. You know how I told you guys yesterday that I probably wasn't gonna reach the middle of the book? Guess what? I did. In my defense, I also read a part of the book this morning, so I did not read the entire thing last night. But on the other side, there are worse things I could do. Anyways, I have some thoughts and opinions and I will share them with you guys. So I am now at chapter 23. I like it. I really like the character of Belle. She's sassy. She's not scared to give her opinion, to fight back. I love her. Like how she interacts with everybody. She like roasted some police officer. She was being all sarcastic with Ramsey. She was like,
"Oh, yeah, now I remember everything. I saw the entire place."
It was really, really fun. I love her character. I also really like Ash. Like, the first thing I wrote down when I started reading the book is, I know I'm going to love Ash. Don't know what it says about me, but I like him as a character. I also really like Carter's character. The dynamic between all the family members is really, really fun. I like that there was some sort of meta thing in chapter 5. In chapter 5, Belle is talking about a book that is on her shelf, and she's like, the story isn't really going on, just a lot of backstory, but the title is very promising. And I was like, well, that is this book, because up till this point, we just had backstory. The title is promising, so Holly Jackson, if it's a meta thing there, I saw it. I'll look right through you. I do not like certain references There are like references to COVID and to TikTok, and I'm like, just stay away. Like, I don't need COVID in my books. I don't. I get it because the book takes place in 2024, but you could have made it another dimension so that I didn't have to read about TikTok or COVID. Like I said, I love how sassy Belle is. She doesn't really trust her, which I can understand. If your mother came back after 16 years and some of the things in her story didn't add up, I would also find that very confusing. Yeah, I'm really liking it so far. So I'm at the point in the book where Rachel has been back for like a couple of days, and Belle is trying to prove that she is not speaking the truth to Rachel. So I'm excited to read more of this, and I will update you guys. As you guys could see, I just read some more chapters of the book. Belle is really getting sassy and I love it. I mean, I love her character so much. Sometimes she's rude, but to be honest, I kind of understand her though. Like, with all the circumstances, I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's sort of a spoiler, but I understand her. And now someone else has gone missing. I want to know what happened. I want to know. I also love Ash and Belle's friendship developing. I think that's really sweet, and I can't wait to see how it's all going to turn out. So I think I'm going to read a few more chapters before bed, maybe finish a thing. I don't know my own limits, but I will update you when I'll update you. Okay, sorry if the quality isn't as good, but I'm filming this at my bed and the light is just terrible here. I'm going to bed, it's almost 11. My family's going to bed too, so I will read some more, but I can't film it or update you guys because I don't want to with my family and talk. But as you guys could see in the previous clips, I read a lot. I read about 10 chapters. Some interesting stuff went down. We got a little cutesy moment. Things also just got more confusing. I'm so confused. Confusing isn't the right word. I'm just wondering what happened. I don't think Belle is correct, but she's onto something and I want to know it. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye. So last night I finished the Reappearance of Rachel Price. Crack.
It's on the floor.
I literally sit in my bed like this. In the ending part, she got a little bit more rude, but I still love her sassiness. There were also some references or like mentions of other books in this book. For example, Six of Crows, Malibu Rising, and I really like that I just noticed these books that I read or that I know. I like that. I always like it in books. I still love Ash. Ash Maddox. He's going on the list. For everyone confused, the list is a list that I made with all the fictional men and women that I really love. We got some cute little sweet moments and I really liked the ending. I did not see it coming and I was like, what? It was good. Holly Jackson never disappoints. Okay, so in this portion of the video, I will talk about the book, the ending, who did it, what went going on. So if you do not want spoilers, skip this part, go to this time in the video, and then I will just not be talking about like spoilers anymore. So if you want spoilers or already read the book, come discuss it with me. Did y'all see that coming? Because I didn't. If you say
I saw all this coming,
that you're a liar, no. I mean, some things did not add up. Like, I knew that Rachel was hiding something, and I knew Belle was onto something, but I did not see that coming. And then when Philip came into the house, and then Rachel was like,
Philip is the man who took me.
That was weird. Did not believe that. And I was right. I was right the whole time. Well, about that at least. And the fact that the dad was like gaslighting and manipulating Rachel and Belle made him look even more sus. And I think if I reread the book that I might notice these things a little bit more sooner, because at the end when he was like, "You broke the cup, you broke the plate," I was like, did they though? Did they? So that was weird. It was also kind of weird that the father left her, like 12-year-old Belle, in a car for 3 hours when he was hooking up with some random lady he met at Taco Bell. You don't do that as a father, you don't. Oh my god, something else. I loved the little kiss between Ash and Belle. I love Ash and Belle. And at the end, when they like depart and they're like,
This is the end, right?
yes. It was so sweet, so cute. I do love like romances that do not end up like together. I love that because but it was good. It was really sweet and cute. Oh my god, the whole thing with the book, The Memory Thief.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Belle read those books and did not see the message. It's kind of sad, but it also makes sense. Like, if you don't know there's a message in there, you're not gonna know. And then in one of the messages, it was like, we are here. And I was like, is Rachel pregnant? She was. Carter was her daughter. Well, is her daughter. When we figured that out, it made so much sense why she was also very invested into Carter's life. You know what I mean? And at first I thought that it was only the grandfather, but then when we figured out that Charlie was locked up, I was like, okay, he has to be involved. He has to be involved. Charlie? He was like,
well, I saw you kill my mom, so if you don't help me kill Rachel, I will tell the police that you killed my mom.
And I was like, Charlie, what the hell? That is just blackmailing to the next level though. And the fact that he wanted to kill Rachel because he would not let her leave, because the grandfather doesn't remember anything of what he did because he's obviously like had a stroke and is like has dementia or something. The grandfather was like saving Rachel by not letting her free. But is it really saving? She could just fled to another country, left and like change her whole thing. Her whole look, her whole appearance, her whole identity, but he still kept her for 15 years. Better than being murdered, right? I guess. And also, this is just me being weird. Actually, no, me being a girl boss. I thought it was kind of iconic that Rachel was like, well,
I've sat here for 15 years without Uncle and working here for 15 years.
Well, that did not happen because, well, Charlie and Jeff died. That was sad. Why did Jeff have to die? And Ramsey, he has a heart of gold. He was like,
Belle, I saw the tapes. I know, but it's your story to tell.
that was so sweet that he like deleted everything. I was like, I'm not gonna tell it. It's your story. And the fact that Rachel was the one that like tweeted that Ramsey should do an investigation or like a documentary about her disappearance. Rachel is so smart. Okay, so I finished The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I had some time to think about how I feel about this book. You guys could see my opinions and my thoughts throughout my whole reading process journey. So now I'm gonna give you an actual review and my rating and stuff of the book. The writing, I really love the writing. I love how Holly Jackson writes. There were some moments in here that I thought were really original, the way they were described and the way they were written. So I really love the writing style. The plot, I loved it. I mean, the first few chapters were not boring, but you just had to read them because you need to know backstory before you can actually get into the mystery. But that's with any mystery thriller book, really. So as soon as Rachel reappeared, I was hooked. I wanted to know what happened, and it did not disappoint. What I love about Holly Jackson and her mysteries and her thrillers and her crime books is that not every single chapter has a new plot twist. There are some thrillers books, even sometimes romance books and stuff, that every single chapter is just a new plot twist. It's not really the case in this book, and I love that. I mean, the ending of the chapters usually make you want to read the next chapter, but that makes sense. A writer needs to engage and engross the reader. Obviously, at the end of the book, they were more, not necessarily plot twists, but the secrets were revealed. I did not see the things coming, so I like that I could not really see that I could not really predict what was going to happen. I think if you reread the book, you could definitely see some signs, but I did not see it coming. I love the characters. Ash. I love Ash. I love Belle. She's sassy, she's quick on her feet, she's not afraid to fight back, and I love that about her. Sometimes she was rude, but I can understand why she was that way with everything happening. I love Carter, really fun character. I love the character of Rachel. I'm not gonna go into too much depth because her character is literally the base of the plot. But I loved her character, especially near the end, so really enjoy that. I love Ramsey. In the beginning I was like, what are you doing? But obviously it's his job to ask annoying questions, but I loved his character, especially near the end of the book again. I love the different family dynamics and relationships because this book, yes, it's a mystery, but it's also about the family dynamic and about justice, what is right, what is wrong. So I really loved it. There were a few things that not necessarily didn't understand, but I was just wondering about. And there was one thing about Belle's character, she likes to steal things. Why was never really explained, just that she had a feeling in her gut that she wanted to do it, but it really didn't bother me that much. I just wondered why. Yeah, this book, I think I'm gonna give this 5 stars. It might change to 4.5 stars, but right now I'm feeling that it's a 5 star. I really loved it. Holly Jackson can do no wrong, and I'm so happy that I read this book. Okay, so that was the video. I hope you enjoyed me reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I hope you like my little thoughts and opinions throughout my reading process. If you like this kind of videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below, share your thoughts, opinions about this book. If you are gonna leave a spoiler, please write it down in your comments so other people don't get spoiled if they don't want to. If you want to see more of me, you can follow my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Goodreads. I try to be more active on Instagram and TikTok again, and on Goodreads you can see my opinions on other books before I post about them on Instagram or YouTube. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you have a nice day, and then I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!